In 2020, the Minnesota State Fair was canceled thanks to the pandemic. We were all very disappointed, but my friend Sadie Ward decided to come up with her own plan to make up for the fact that we were having to cancel the fair by making up her own version called the Mini-Llama State Fair. And she went to a great deal of effort to set up a mini version of the fair at her parents' house. A whole bunch of us ended up attending. We had mini versions of all the elements of the fair that they had created, and a lot of homemade versions of the different foods that we could eat. But most importantly, she had a Mini-Llama costume competition. So, after years of watching, I finally got to make my own, kinda. So, of course, what I did is I made a Star Wars version. This is a mashup that's actually by an artist named James Hance that I like very much, who has a series of books called Wookiee the Chew, where he mashed up Winnie the Pooh with Star Wars with Chewbacca in the main role. And this is the version of Eeyore. I actually have a little Beanie Baby style version of him, which worked pretty well because he could ride around on its back. But what I did was, the character is a mashup of Eeyore and an AT-AT, so it's At-Or is its name. And so this is a stuffed llama that is cosplaying as At-Or, an AT-AT based on Eeyore, and it's just cardboard. It's very simple cardboard and markers. I just glued it together, a little ribbon on the back, and then for that day I had 4 strings going to a marionette handle so that I could walk him as if I were taking him through the show. And I keep forgetting that I did this. He sits on the shelf in my office, and so I've been so obsessed with the llama competition this week, I thought I would go ahead and share it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with this llama competition, check the description. I will provide some links to some pictures from the 2023 4-H competition at the Minnesota State Fair. Thanks for listening.